Hello and good day, and welcome to another training video from My Staff Schedule. My name is Ricky. Today we're going to talk about adding users and staff association. We want to add Craig as a user. So one common question is, well, what's the difference between staff members and users? So staff members are on the schedule. They're listed in this first column here, and you add them through setup and staff. Users, on the other hand, have access to the schedule. So users are added through the user menu. Users have access, staff members are on the schedule. You could see where you might want to add an extra user to a particular schedule, say an admin or a manager or someone like that, that wouldn't exist on the schedule. And likewise, you might have a staff member that's not a user, maybe a placeholder or somebody that hasn't started yet, or maybe you don't even know their email address yet. So there is a distinction between the two. But obviously, in many cases, there's a one-to-one correlation between people that have access to the schedule and staff members. So let's go through the process of adding a user. We're going to go ahead and add Craig to this schedule. We're going to click Add. We're going to type in Craig's email address. We're going to type in his first name and his last name. Here we have staff association. So if we have the situation where a user is on the schedule as well and has a name listed on the staff, then we're going to make this association. And this is going to wire up some additional functionality. We're going to make Craig a non-editor or the default role. So basically, he cannot edit the schedule. He can only view the schedule. He can make his own request and so forth. If you have any questions about the different types of roles, you can hit this I button and it goes through the different explanations of what the roles are. And I'll summarize this quickly just for the video. But an owner is the highest privilege. They can configure the schedule. They can add users and so forth. They can approve requests. A schedule admin is a helper to an owner. They typically cover the responsibilities of the scheduler or the owner while they might be out of town or on vacation. So they can approve requests, they can see YTD totals, they can make changes to the schedule. What they don't have is access to the setup menu and the user menu. So they're not allowed to make configuration changes or add users. A purchase manager is simply that, can renew the purchasing of the schedule through myStaffSchedule. An assignment manager is someone that can make assignments. This is another feature which we'll talk about in the future, making assignments. Assignment managers cannot change the schedule. They only make the assignments on the card. And of course, we just mentioned about the non-editor role. This is the default lowest level privilege and access, which is basically view only and can create their own request. So we're going to go ahead and save this. This will generate an email to invite Craig to the schedule. It's going to list the schedule name in the invite. It's going to say that he has been invited by me. And upon his next login, he will have access to MSS demo schedule, and it will be in his dropdown, and it will be able to he will be able to select it. All right. So let's go to the schedule and look at it. So really no changes here. We've just added the user that's got now access. So one of the settings that we mentioned a while ago was the staff association. So what I'm going to do for this example is I'm going to edit my user profile. And I'm going to associate my user account with my staff account. And I'm going to click Save. So what's going to happen is this is going to do some additional wiring up behind the scenes. And if I look at the schedule, the first thing I'm going to notice is the yellow highlight that's across my schedule. So when you do this, each of your staff members are going to be able to quickly identify their line and what's going on there. So that's one thing that's been added. Another thing that's been added is my dashboard has been updated. So I can see that MSS Demo, a schedule that I have rights to, and it's also got the next 7 days listed out for me. This dashboard is the first screen that users see when they log in. And you'll also notice that we've got a new menu option called My Calendar. And when I click My Calendar, I expect to see my schedule, and I do. So all these are updated with the setting and with the connectivity that's made through the staff association. I hope you've enjoyed this video. Return here for more videos in the future. Thank you.